take 7 is the magic take. So I've got a little bit of time. It's in early afternoon, and therapy starts up in about 25 minutes. So I thought I'd record something. But like I said, I've tried 6 other times to get this started, and I wanted to talk about work, but I couldn't quite figure that out. And basically what it comes down to is work is slow, and I don't know how to fill my time. So I fill my time with a lot of walking, instead of doing podcasts and TikToks and, reaching out to friends and family. So yeah, I mean, I keep hoping work picks up, right? I mean, I'm full time, supposed to be working 40 hours, but for example, yesterday I had 12 and a half hours on my calendar, work. So we get these jobs, and job A is 30 minutes, job B is projected to be 45 minutes, job C is 15, blah, 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 whatever. And so I scheduled this out, and then my boss got a hold of me, said, "Hey, can you pick up some work from this other rep?" I said, "Sure." So that ballooned it out to about 12 and a half hours. And I stretched it out as best I could and really got I think it was under 6 hours of actual work that I completed yesterday, or that I accounted for, or what do I want to say, that I submitted for pay. And so you can see how that, my week is kind of boring. If, if I get 40 hours worth of work, it's maybe, I estimate like 60% is how long it takes me to do most things. And that's if I stretch it. And I have admittedly spent a little time just kind of in my car doing, being on Reddit and things like that for like 15 minutes here and there, just to stretch out my time a little bit. And, I feel bad doing it in a way, but other ways I don't, because I know there are reps who are just milking their time in the store to get their hours, whereas I can't do that, right? Like if I'm at work, I need to be working, doing stuff. And I don't know, it bothers me if I am not doing it in the most efficient manner, and it ends up shooting me in the foot, right? Less pay. I'm hourly, not salary. And yeah, so that's my work story right now. But like I said, therapy's coming up, so let's just get into it. Today is Wednesday, May 11th, 2022, and as of this recording, I'm still depressed, but I'm not dead. So therapy. I am I'm in the girls' rooms, my girls. There's a spare bedroom, a guest room that essentially is a guest room, but it's theirs, right? I mean, it's got bedspreads picked out for them and some decorations on the wall that they brought from their home with their mom. And so I've actually been casted out to this bedroom for the past almost a week. Nora has caught the plague, and we've made the decision that she's isolating as much as you can in a house with people, and she's wearing a mask most of the time when she's not eating or drinking or stuff like that. We are spoiled in that we have a larger living room and a big sectional couch. So we sit, 8 feet apart from each other. She's wearing a mask, and, we're not ideal safety precautions, I'm sure, but, she's not going to wear a mask while she's sleeping. So I'm sleeping down here in the girls' beds. And so this is my little home for, I think one more day, I think is all it's going to be. But, yeah, work finished really early today. See the opening comments. And, so here I am. My car is at the shop, and I'm hoping to hear from them, and therapy's going to start, and I'm going to go for a walk. And other stuff. I don't know. Where am I going with this? This seems more rambly than normal. So I was listening to a new podcast from this woman that I follow on TikTok. Do we follow? Do we subscribe? I've wondered this before. Let's see you guys. So anyway, I follow her, and it slipped out. I don't know if it slipped out, but it came out that she has a podcast, and she's always talking about mental health things, and more so focused on surviving abuse and the problems that a history of different kinds of abuse have given her. And there's a little bit of depression and whatever, but I hear about a mental health podcast I want to listen in. And so I listened to her most recent episode, and she said something that kind of hit me like a revelation almost. She said, like, she was talking about herself and her partner and whatever. And then she said, and I think I am a pretty cool person. And, I hear that a lot, right? People, I'm cool. I'm, self-identity, strong, positive self-identity and things like that. And I always just kind of internally roll my eyes at it like, okay, whatever. You're so cool. Whatever. And she said it, and I don't know, just the tone, the way she said it, I don't know. But I was like, wow, she really can be. I mean, maybe she is. I don't know. And I looked at myself and I thought, can I say that about myself? And I'm not at a place where I feel like I can say that and believe it and mean it, but I'm at a place where I can see the possibility of being able to do that, of being able to look at myself and see value and see worth, and maybe not cool, but whatever, some kind of value. And that was kind of a revelation to me. That was like it was like a aha moment. And I don't know, I'm going to be thinking about it quite a bit, I think, coming up. I'm trying to see, like, can I be a self-described person of value? I don't know. I don't know if I can or if I can't. But I think I can, which is new, right? I mean, until this time, it was think of myself and worthless. Think of myself and no value. Think of myself and less than. So yeah, that was very interesting. And I kind of want to reach out to her and let her know that affected me, how it did. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, and I mentioned how I spend my time walking and not really communicating with friends and family and whatnot. And like, I think reaching out to her is like opening a line of communication that I don't know that I will, that I need, that I want, that I'm capable of upholding. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. But yeah, so that's interesting. Maybe I have value to myself. I don't know. It's a tricky idea for me. What else is going on? A marathon is 4 days away now. Eek. Saturday, Nora and I will be going up to Pennsylvania, where this marathon will take place. She was going to run a half marathon, but now is probably thinking she's not. Although she's mostly recovered, she kind of wants to go easy for a little bit while longer. I've never had COVID, so I take her word for it that, that's what she wants to do. But yeah, I will be running. And we'll see we'll see. At times I feel good about it. At times I feel like I'm just overconfident. At times I feel like I'm way not prepared for this. And what is interesting, that when Nora got sick, and she said, part of taking all these extra precautions is that she did not want to get me sick, and that after, in quotes, all the training that I did, didn't want that to go to waste. And I thought, like I think back, and I don't feel like I did mountains of training, right? I mean, I ran 20 miles, I ran 18 miles, I ran 16 miles. I did these things, but this kind of falls back into my low self-opinion that, kind of like if I did it, it couldn't have been that great, that monumental, that, I don't know, big. And so I don't know. I mean, did I do a lot? Was this a big undertaking or what? Like, I don't feel that. I don't see, we've talked about this. I don't see my accomplishments as being that monumental, of value, right? So it all goes back to maybe having self-value. And also I was thinking the other day when I was walking back from my run, like the whole idea of finishing a marathon, like your first marathon, everybody will say, just finish. Don't worry about time. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. And I follow a couple different running things and people talking about like a sub 3 hour marathon and whatever. And, my goal is to come in under 5 hours. And like, I should be okay with that. And I am, like, I've come to terms with that I'm not going to be blazing fast, even close. But I don't know. I don't see it so much as racing the clock or racing other people. Like the only standard that I hold myself to is the standard of me, right? And the standard of me is perpetually, you could do better. You should have done better, or you could have done better. Maybe not should. I don't should myself that much. I could myself a lot. And I don't know, this was a really salient point when it was in my head the other day. But like, I mean, I guess we're all our own worst critics, right? But there are people who are driven by outdoing someone or equaling someone, right? Like you got a friend, they do activity X and you want to equal that. Or, you want to have a better job than your parents, right? You're competitive with maybe somebody or even like, let's think about sports, right? Like playing basketball, like you want to beat the other team. And yeah, when I play, I want to beat the other person. But I hold myself to the image of me, the expectations of me and not of someone else, right? So like, I'll never be, if I lose, then it's because I was not enough. And even if I win, I was not enough. I should have won by more, or they shouldn't have, whatever. Gosh, I'm really all over the place here today. So this is gonna be a short one because I'm hearing my voice in your ears and it sounds terrible. But I don't know. I'm sorry. Whoever's listening to this one, I'm really all over the place. Maybe it's because feel a little self-conscious with being in the girls' room here, and my voice may or may not carry through the house. And I've really gotten used to doing podcasts in the car or in the house when I was alone. And now I'm not alone or in the car. But yeah. So to sum up, what do we got? We got I might be able to say I'm good enough or good or have value, but at the same time I do not value what I do. So baby steps, right? We'll get there. I don't know. Aside from that, maybe something will become clear during therapy, and I'll hop back on and talk about that. Or maybe just delete this and record something new. Or maybe just scrap the whole thing and go for a walk. So yeah, that's going to be it. Real short. I thank you all for taking time to listen, to download the show, to give me another chance to say something of value. I appreciate it. I appreciate you reaching out to me. I've gotten some messages from YouTube and from email and text messages lately, and it's nice. I mean, it's not nice because in the way that if someone is listening to my show, they are struggling, and I wish I could take that away from everybody, but I can't. So maybe just my voice is a little bit of comfort or an escape. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, so that's going to be it. Email me, jamulke@gmail.com. Text me, 248-648-1419. I think those are basically the two ways to get a hold of me right now. Because I've slashed and burned a lot of my social media. So do those things, and I would love to hear from you. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you found the show. Let me know what I could do better to make the show more better. Okay. Thanks for listening, everybody. Be safe and be well.